we got some rather unfortunate news for the Marquette Golden Eagles basketball team. They have fired head coach Steve Wojciechowski after 7 seasons with the team. So this season's Coach Wojciechowski, he went 13 and 14 overall, and he had an 8 and 11 record in Big East play. I have a quote here by the athletic director of Marquette, Bill Skoll, I believe his name is, or Skoll. He says, and I quote, after a thorough evaluation of our program over the last week, which included multiple conversations with Steve, I concluded that now is the right time for a new leader of our story program. I'm confident that our history of success and our commitment to developing young players who are leaders on and off the court will attract the highest caliber of coaching talent. I want to thank Steve for his dedication to our student athletes and for how he represented our men's basketball program in the university. We wish Steve, Lindsay, Jack, and Charlie nothing but the best in the future, which I assume is his wife and 2 kids. Um, a little bit of background information on Wojciechowski. He went to 2 NCAA tournaments in his 7 seasons with the Golden Eagles. He lost in the first round each time. Last season, this would have been his third NCAA. It would have been his third NCAA tournament, but COVID happened, which means March Madness got canceled last season. And this season, obviously, his team wasn't good enough to qualify. And this, before I pass on to you, Nate, this was written by Jeff Borzello, ESPN staff writer. So you know what, Nate, you go first. Your thoughts on Steve Wojciechowski being fired?
Yeah, well, I wish Steve Wojciechowski the best of luck moving forward. Obviously, in the time he was a good coach, he took his team to a couple of NCAA tournaments, early playoff exits, but he did get them to that point. But unfortunately, like I say about all coaches, if you're gonna take your team to the playoffs or the championship or whatever, you got to maintain consistency. And for what I'm reading, what I'm hearing, he wasn't consistent. And at the end of the day, like I said, I forgot who I said it before with the most recent firing of a coach. I can't remember, but it was Ralph Kruger. Like I said about Ralph Kruger, your team's performance reflects on the coach. And if the team's not playing good, then that reflects on the coach. It's just as simple as that. That's just how it works. Obviously, it's not just his fault, but again, if your team plays bad, that all backfires against the coach because you're the coach of that team. You're basically the play caller. So you're the one that comes up with the game plan and all of that. So all of that reflects on you. So at the end of the day, the Golden Eagles had to make a move and they had to fire him. And honestly, I wish him the best of luck moving forward. I hope he ends up finding a new job. And if he does, I hope he has much success there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take it from there. Best of luck to Steve Wojciechowski. Yeah, Nate, I completely agree with you. And at the end of the day, say what you want, but sports is a business. Whether it's college, whether it's high school, and a professional, it's a business. And obviously, Steve Wojciechowski, like I read you like his background in the 7 seasons. 2 out of 7 times he's made it to the NCAA tournament, and he's got knocked out in the first round of each time. So, like honestly, Nate, it was a long time coming. And to be honest with you, I do wish him the best of luck. Absolutely, no doubt about it. He used to be an assistant coach for Duke, so maybe like being an assistant coach for another like high basketball college could really help him. But honestly, Nate, like this was a long time coming. And Marquette, like I'm a couple like players, the first 2 players that pop off the top of my mind that went to Marquette University as basketball players was D Wade and Jimmy Butler. And so obviously when you like obviously those are the notable names. But to be honest with you, Nate, it's going to be kind of hard, I think, to find a coach. I think it's going to be hard to find a new coach for them. They used to their former coach was I believe Brad Stevens. I believe Brad Stevens. I'm going to look this up real quick because it's either Marquette or Butler. But Brad Stevens, I believe, used to coach Marquette. Coach college. Hang on. Oh no, my bad. He coached at Powell University. Wow, I was way off. But but yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, Nate, they got to find a new head. They got to find a new head coach, and I believe, and maybe they'll attract some interest from other assistant head coaches and everything like that. That's a possibility. But to be honest with you, I really can't see Marquette being a top school. I just can't see it. If so, it's going to start with coaching, but I just can't see it happening. But I mean, with that being said, I wish Marquette the best of luck. I wish Steve Wojciechowski the best of luck. And I wish the Golden Eagles in general the best of luck.